Oh my god, that was terrible. Jesus. Holy shit, fuck. How do you mess up a movie that bad? Okay, at least I know it can't get any worse. They're gonna do a sequel? How? Why? How? Who? Rob Zombie said he's done. And Pat Fama and Patrick Lussier. Okay, I did like My Bloody Valentine 3D. Okay, so they're gonna make a movie that ignores everything except the first two movies. Did we really need to Texas Chainsaw Massacre this franchise? And what happened to Todd Farmer and Patrick Lussier? They were fine. It's Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan. When does this script take place?
Jamie Lee is coming back! Jamie Lee Curtis!
It's not like this is the first time they've done this. I think this actually makes the second time they've killed her and brought her back. They said what about the sequels? Well, that's fucking ballsy. The trailer didn't suck. This is getting good early reviews. You know what? Maybe there's a chance. This might actually be good. Please do not suck. Please do not suck. Please. I'm never gonna get a good Halloween movie again, am I? Danny McBride and David Gordon Green were brought in to write and direct, respectively, a move that made fans go, huh? But Jamie Lee is back, and she has never been in a bad Halloween movie. Oh. From the studio that's only good 25% of the time, but we've got a reboot that ignores everything except the first movie. We start with two podcasters at Smith's Grove Sanitarium. They're talking to Dr. Sartain because they want to interview Michael Myers. And these podcasters are at the top of their game. They know the best way to interview somebody is with a microphone behind them and holding up their mask behind them. Honestly, it was an interesting choice to have Michael Myers be played by Bruce Willis. The podcasters go to meet Laurie Strode for an interview. There, we find she's a broken shell of a person with 2 divorces and a strained relationship with her daughter. The podcasters basically are there to give the audience exposition about what has happened in the 40 years since the first movie. We see that Laurie lives on a compound with barbed wire and guns. She's been preparing if Michael ever gets out. Across town, we meet her daughter, Karen, who is married to Ray, and their daughter, Allison. Allison is a member of the Honor Society and has a boyfriend and has a nice group of teenage friends. Basically, she's who Laurie was in 1978 with a boyfriend. Unlike the first movie, we start to get a sense of our teen hero's home life. We see that her parents are loving and supportive and are there. Ray is a little bit of a clown, and Karen is a psychiatrist or psychologist, one of the two, but she uses that when she talks to people. Karen is also always seen wearing Christmas wear. Allison leaves for school so we can meet more victims. I mean bodies. I mean characters. You know, maybe it's the generational gap, but I don't like the teens in this. It could be the way that they're written, it could be their dialogue, which is a 40-year-old man writing teen hip lingo.
Wasn't it her brother who, cold-blooded mutilated all those teenagers?
I do like that there is a disconnect between the youths in this and the events 40 years ago, where they're like, it happened once and that was long ago and it's never going to happen again.
No bliss. His message is totally.
Oh, this movie's going to do that a lot, isn't it? Allison meets with Laurie and tells her, hey, get over your trauma. It destroyed your family. Get over it. Michael boards a bus to a new institute. His doctor comes along for the ride. There we see that Laurie is sitting out in her car watching the whole thing happen while she drinks and strokes her gun. Allison has a dinner so that her parents can meet Cameron, her boyfriend. Cameron is the son of Lonnie Elam from the first movie. Laurie shows up drunk, mid-meltdown. Allison and Karen have a talk where Karen reveals her whole childhood backstory and trauma.
I saw him in the shape.
Hey, she said the thing! A dad and son come across the bus crash in their pickup truck. There's bodies all over and escaped patients everywhere. The dad gets out to go find help. The son sits there before worrying about his dad, and he finally gets out with a gun. He comes across Dr. Sartain and accidentally shoots him. Son runs back to the truck, and he gets the Annie special. Police officer Frank Hawkins gets a call about the bus wreck. The next day is Halloween, and the podcasters visit the grave of Judith Myers, where we see they're being watched by Michael. They go to a gas station / garage, and Michael pulls in behind them. He goes into the garage, and we see in the background him beating somebody. The woman podcaster goes to the bathroom, and somebody in a jumpsuit comes in and starts knocking on the stalls. She calls for help. Her boyfriend comes in. Michael kills them both. The nice thing about this sequence is that we don't necessarily see the violence until the bathroom. We see the after effects, and we get to see some amazing gore. Before the movie came out, there was a tweet or an interview or something. I remember that somebody in charge of this movie had said all the sequels sucked. So when I went in to see this movie for the first time, that was in the back of my head. And here we have a sequence that takes heavily from part 4 and H2O. And it's hard not to draw comparisons. I don't know the validity of the tweet. I can't find it. But here is where the movie starts borrowing heavily from the sequels. And it's gonna keep doing it. Lori sees a report that the bus has crashed, and she goes into battle mode. She goes over to Karen's house and gives her a nice little jump scare.
Hey, Lori, this is my home, and I can take care of my own family, all right?
I can't fit me.
Halloween night comes, and we get the best sequence of this movie. We get a 2.5-minute tracking one-shot that follows Michael around where he goes from house to house on a killing spree. It's really great. But we have more references to make. And it kind of gets to a point where you go, okay, I get it. The other movies happened. Yes, I liked those. You can stop now. Allison and Cameron are at the Halloween dance at their school. Their friend Vicky isn't there. She's babysitting, and Allison gets a call from her. So they're going to go over after the dance, and Vicky's boyfriend Dave is already on his way. The kid that Vicky's babysitting gets on my last fucking nerve. Allison comes back to find Cameron making out with somebody. Dumbass. Alright, this dance bugs me. This dance bugs me so much. So, it's a school dance. Great. I had school dances. It's a Halloween school dance. We never had holiday dances. We had homecoming, winter formal, and prom. And look at that girl. She is not dressed for a school dance. Allison even mentions that it's a school night, so what the fuck? Allison confronts Cameron. Cameron throws her phone in a bowl of cheese? Vicky's making out with her boyfriend Dave, and they hear a noise upstairs. The kid comes down and is like, oh, the boogeyman's in the house, oh! Vicky goes up, and we get a scene that was in every fucking trailer for this movie.
Oh, shit!
Michael kills Vicky, and then he kills Dave. Hawkins gets a call about a domestic disturbance due to the screams, and he heads over. Lori overhears this on a police scanner, and so she heads over. Dr. Sartain is awake, and he meets the two.
You're Sartain.
You're the new Loomis.
He goes off with Hawkins to try and find Michael. Allison is walking home with her friend Oscar. Young Josh Gad here decides that now's a good time to put the moves on her. He is wrong. Allison leaves him alone in a yard that has a motion sensor. And we get another good sequence. Michael is in the yard and he moves, but he seems to only set off the motion sensor when he wants to. Oscar gets killed, and Allison comes face to face with Michael. She runs to a neighbor, but unlike in 1978, the neighbor actually answers the door. Hawkins shows up, and he's gonna take Allison to Laurie's compound. God damn it, Ben Tramer, stop trying to go anywhere.
Stipple.
Go on. So this isn't out of left field, and this is actually set up pretty decently. I'm curious where this is going. Sartain is going to reunite Michael and Laurie. Michael causes the car to crash, and Allison escapes. We cut to 2 cops in the woods, and normally this would be something I would skip over, but the 2 cops are played by notable people. The first is that's Christopher Nelson, the makeup artist for the movie. He's won an Academy Award, he's done great work, and he was a real sweetheart when I met him randomly on the streets of LA one day. The other is a real cop who specializes in human trafficking cases. Before the movie came out, the creators talked about how they wanted to make Michael human again, because that's when he's at his scariest, when he is just an evil man. And honestly, the movie has done a really great job of not giving him superhuman strength or doing it. That was the moment in the theater that this movie went too far for me. It lost me and it never got me back. It's a damn shame. I realized for all the pre-release talk about going back to basics and how they were going to make this the best movie yet, they were just going to fall into the same traps that the others did. They weren't going to make Michael Myers. They were going to make Jason wearing a Michael Myers mask. Laurie is preparing for battle. Ray sees a cop car pull up, and he goes outside to check on it, and, well, he gets killed by Michael. Michael breaks into the house. Karen runs to the basement for safety. Allison gets to the house. She goes to the basement for safety. Michael goes to the kitchen island door to try and rip it off its hinges, and Karen shoots him in the face. The 3 Strode women trap Michael in the basement and set the house on fire. He has no way to escape. The house is burning, and the 3 women get away. In the back of a truck, we see that Laurie's trauma is now haunting her granddaughter. Honestly, there is a lot I like about this movie. There is a lot that I don't like about this movie. This movie pisses me off in a way that no other Halloween movie does. This movie tries to be commercial and appeal to everyone and give winking nods to Halloween fans while also being like, those movies you like don't count, they were bad. But you can't do that and still try and do the same thing that they did. We've already had a movie where Laurie is dealing with trauma from Michael Myers. Now, granted, we've never seen her this bad, but we've already had a movie that promised us, after so many years, we're ignoring sequels. Laurie and Michael are going to have a climactic battle. Only one will survive unless we decide to make sequels. Dr. Sartain taking Michael to Laurie is a great idea. It's not something you necessarily pick up on the first time you watch this, but Michael Myers does not give 2 flying shits about Laurie in this movie. Michael is on a path to kill anybody in his way. He just happens to get taken to Laurie. He sees a house and goes, bet there's people to kill in there. The original Michael Myers stalked his victims. He had a relatively low body count. He only killed people who were in his way. The new Strode women are good, and it's great to explore their relationship with Laurie because we've never seen this relationship before. I feel like the movie is just going, did you know generational trauma is a thing? I don't have anything to say about it except it exists. I get why people like this movie, and I get why it grossed so well. But this doesn't feel like a Halloween movie to me. This feels like a remix, or if your favorite band re-recorded all their hits and put it out as a greatest hits album. It has the notes, but it doesn't feel right. You cannot deny the love that the filmmakers have for this franchise. It's so easy to see it. But there's a difference between love and ability. And for me, this movie never comes together in a way that makes me excited to see where it's going next. After 30 minutes, the warning signs are there that the movie will not get better. And worst of all, this movie isn't scary. That's all I've got this time. Like, share, subscribe, hit the buttons. It's good to be back, baby.